What's good, everyone? And welcome to episode 4 of Enjoy Life. My name is Casey Crutchfield. And before I introduce my guest right here, I just want to say please go hit that subscribe button. I'll give y'all some time to go do it right now. Also, give me a like and a comment. Any type of feedback we greatly appreciate. We appreciate all the love. We're going to keep on going harder and harder, baby. And without further ado, my guest to my right, he is the mayor of Thibodeau, to some people as they're called. Shout out the real mayor, Kevin Claymore.
Yeah, man, my guy.
But this is my dog right here, my boy Jay
Man,
White.
my brother.
Thank you for hopping on
Man,
the
I
pod,
appreciate
bro.
you having me, dog.
Really appreciate that, dog. So how we feeling today?
Man,
It's
I'm
a great
great,
day.
man. Just got an 85 on my finance final, so I'm feeling good right now. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. Just found out, got into grad school.
Here we go.
God
Congrats.
is good, baby.
Yeah.
We living. After this, we might have to go hit up the DAX.
Oh, man, look, man, I don't drink, man.
But nah, man. I really appreciate you coming on for sure. But let's get into it. Let's talk about your early life, kind of get everyone introduced to you. You're from Texas, you said, a little bit outside of Houston, which
Yeah, man, right outside of South Houston, Galveston County. A lot of people don't know where that is. It's right by the beach. It's Mike Evans is from down there, so that's a notable name you might know from down there.
That's that dirty ass water.
Yeah,
like
shout out James Winston, man. I don't know what they're famous for, but they by close to the water, so they're built different.
What's that? So you've been down there. So like, what's that?
Yeah,
Is it really dirty?
Oh yeah, it's horrible, man. I love that place, man, but I'll never step foot in the water.
Give me a good comparison. Is it like the Grand Isle water?
Yeah, it's same Gulf of Mexico water. It's brown.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, I'll never get in it. But the beach is cool. The city's cool down there, though.
Nah, like the Riverwalk and all that in San Antonio also looks kind of cool. I'd like to go check that out. But it also feels kind of weird, like how you say, like, oh, I'm from Galveston County, like Louisiana, we don't have counties.
Yeah,
like, I bet that's kind of weird for you too.
Yeah. When I first moved here, I was like, man, they told me parishes. I was like, man,
Lafourche Parish.
Yeah, I never heard that in my life. I was confused.
Yeah, something's wrong down here in the South. We didn't get the
Louisiana
memo about
is a real place, man.
Louisiana is different. So you could tell me that. So like, what's some of the main differences you found here compared to like living in Texas?
Well, it wasn't really much of a difference, kind of, because my dad's from Baton Rouge. So Louisiana was always second home. We used to always come down here. So it was kind of, we lived in Houston, but we kind of was raised.
Yeah, like you still got those family.
So So, but the biggest difference probably is the food. Obviously, Texas is more barbecue based, and then more seafood type.
Which one you prefer?
Man.
Or is it more of like depends what type of mood I'm in?
It depends on what type of day it is. Because my favorite food is catfish. So I could eat catfish every day of the week.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I could eat barbecue every day.
I think I'm more on the barbecue. Yeah. I need to try some Texas barbecue. We may have to go down there and try some.
Shout out Big Mike's though, man. I should have worn my Big Mike's hat today, but I had my Pop Earls hat today. Shout out Dax. Shout out all them boys over there.
Yeah. I don't have the jersey out. I am getting it framed. We're gonna put it right here. Apparently, Dax hit nukes on that.
I doubt it. I think
you wanna. Speaking of Dax,
Dax probably struck out.
Speaking of Dax, do you kind of want to shed some light on episode 2? He kind of gave you a rough time on there.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, man. Like, Dax is my guy, man. Like, he was a part of the team, the staff this year on the basketball team. We was cool. He sat next to me on the bus. I thought everything was cool. Then I hear episode 2. I hear, oh man, I'll fight Jay White on the Mike Tyson undercard and all these things, man. Look, Dax, look, we don't have to do all that. It's too much paperwork involved. Me, you, downtown Tib. Beckham is the ref. We can fight outside of Roxas for 10 Crown and Cokes. That's it.
You taking him?
Yeah, I got Dax, man.
So Vegas had a money line on it. What's the odds?
I'm probably minus 250. It's nothing crazy.
So I'm not putting in like a 4-leg parlay,
Yeah, you can put me on there. Yeah, Jay White money line.
Yeah. I respect that.
I'm not. It's gonna go 3 rounds. I'm gonna get him in 3 rounds. Yeah.
So you gonna toy with him the first couple of rounds, or are you gonna?
No, I'm gonna hit the old Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna run around the ring a little bit because I know he's older. I know he's tired.
Yeah.
So after that, then I'm gonna piece him up after that.
Okay. So transition. So I know you're just finally kind of getting out of basketball, and so why don't we go back to the beginning of that? So when did basketball kind of become like a big point in your life? Like when did it really get introduced to you? And then how did you go from maybe just taking a liking of the game to wanting to do it at another level?
Yeah, I got introduced to it early. We always had a goal in our front yard. So probably like 4 or 5 years old, my dad just gave me a ball and I would go out there and shoot and mess around in the front yard. But when I realized that I could be actually pretty good at it was probably middle school. Because you couldn't play on the team until you got to 7th grade.
Okay.
At our school. So after that, I think we were pretty good. I was all right. Then once I was short though, so I'm 6'4" now, but I was tiny.
How tall were you at the time?
I don't know, but I was like an average size dude. I was like smaller than like the point guards, wings, and then those guys. But I was really didn't grow until probably after my freshman year of high school. So after that, kind of it was like, okay, now I think I can play at that level now. I've gotten taller. I could play the shooting guard position.
Did you always have that strap?
I always could shoot, man. I really didn't have no wiggle. I didn't have like the handles, but I always could shoot though.
What was it like in high school? Like, were you kind of like the guy over there? Like, were you the star on the team, the green light? Like, coach gave you the go, or was it kind of?
Well, we was pretty good my freshman and sophomore year. We had other guys that went and played D1 basketball on those teams, so I kind of just played a role. So I really didn't get like the keys to the bus till my junior and senior year. After that, I kind of took over after that.
You hold any records or anything in high school, like 3-pointers?
I got the record for most points in the season.
Okay.
That's about it. Because I went to 2 different high schools, so it was hard to hold a record. And
you switched up.
Well, yeah. It wasn't like a switch up thing. It was like it wasn't.
You moving to a rival?
No, it wasn't it wasn't no in district type thing. Yeah. It was a different district. So.
Okay. So then you go straight to Ohio.
Yep, straight out of high school.
And y'all actually went on a little run that year. Y'all went dancing.
Yeah, we had a great year that year, man. I think we finished probably like 4th in the conference regular season. Went to the conference tournament, won the tournament, made a run, beat Virginia in our first round.
Tell me about that.
Shout out my guy Trey Murphy over at the Pels, man. We ended this college career in the first round. But yeah, we had a great team, man. We had Jason Preston, obviously, NBA player. Mark Sears, we got all these dudes. We had probably, when it's all said and done, everybody's graduates, probably 5, 6, 7 pros on that team.
That's crazy to think about.
It was loaded.
Just being able to be on that team, I bet the energy was just great on there.
Well, yeah, because I was a freshman, so I really didn't play much. So I was just soaking it in. I was just going for the ride, man. It was great, man. Those dudes was great to me. I was won a chip, man, to start off. I kind of got used to and what's the word I want to use? Like numb to winning because my first 2 years in college we won championships. So
yeah. So then I just gotta ask you, and I feel like I've never asked you this, which is kind of crazy. What makes you go from Ohio to little Nicholls State University in Thibodaux, Louisiana?
It was kind of coming closer to home. We knew some people that were on the staff, and then kind of some mutual friends, and got in contact with us, and got a deal done to come down here. And I had never been to Thibodaux before, so when I got here, I was just shocked about. It was kind of in the middle of nowhere. And kind of, especially come from Houston, it's a big city. Come to a small town like this.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I never want to leave. I love this place,
man. Like you say, he calls himself the mayor.
Yeah, I love this place, man.
It's special.
Yeah.
It's special in its own little way. Yeah. I feel like people here.
Yeah, the people, man. The people here is taking care of me since I've been here. I love this place. The nicest people in the world.
Treat you like family.
If you embrace the culture here, they're going to embrace you, and it's going to be amazing for you.
I just feel like I always hear this. I feel like people in the north compared to down here, a little bit more nicer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I hear up north they're a little bit ruthless.
Yeah, because we was in Ohio, so we would go like to New York to play. We used to go to Buffalo. So I remember vividly my freshman year, we were in the hotel in Buffalo. So it was a lady walking behind me, and I obviously, Southern hospitality, you open the door for the person behind you. So I opened the door, and she goes, "Oh, you must not be from here." I said, "No, I'm from Texas or whatever." She goes, "Yeah, nobody up here holds the door for people." And that just blew my mind. That the simplest thing to us was a big deal to them out there.
What's crazy to me is like the whole yes ma'am, no ma'am. Yeah. People up north don't like that. Like something that you used to get slapped in the back of the head for if you didn't ask.
Yeah, you definitely got slapped in the back of the head.
And now you're getting slapped for calling someone name.
Man,
like what?
It definitely was a culture shock going out there, man. Especially me, I never seen the snow either going out there.
Yeah. You don't catch me as a snow guy, really.
I liked it for the first week. It did after we realized, like, our gym was half a mile from our dorms. So then we realized, hey, none of our teammates are driving to practice either because, the roads are icy or whatever. So we're having to walk basically almost a half a mile to get to practice. So I would go an hour early to practice just to go sit in the locker room and warm up before practice because it'd be freezing out there.
I bet it's refreshing when you leave, though.
Yeah, man. I was like I would say this: every other season out there is amazing except the winter. It's kind of like if you're not from the South and you come down here for the summer, the summer's gonna beat you up. So same thing with me. The winter beat me up out there.
Yeah, I feel that. So speaking about basketball still, I know this is kind of like a hot topic right now among like the sports world. The whole Austin Rivers saying that he can handpick 30 guys in the NBA who can go play in the NFL. And, it's obviously kind of caused a stir with NFL people saying like, oh, I can go hoop in the NBA. So just from being a past basketball player, tell me what you think. What's your stance on that?
I think I don't know about 30, but there's definitely some dudes in the NBA that could play in the NFL, probably like tight end, wide receiver. And I don't think they could probably I don't know if they can block and do all those things, but I think you throw it up to a lot of dudes in the NBA, like you throw a fade to the back of the end zone, they can go get it. But and same thing with the NFL. I think there's some dudes that's in the NFL that could probably play a role in the NBA. I don't think either one, if you cross them over, that they're going to be all-star type guys. There might be one or two, but
LeBron
I don't think
James.
you put LeBron as tight end. I don't think nobody's going to stop him. I think what would his player comp be? Like Travis Kelce, Gronk, big tight end. But yeah, I think there's some dudes in the NFL that probably can sit out there and rebound and play defense or hit a spot up jump shot in the corner. I don't think they'll be like all-star type guys.
If you had to pick one NFL player to be on your team, who is it?
Yeah, some good hoopers, man. But I'm gonna have to rock with my guy, man, with the Texans is CJ Stroud, man. And I was just selfish, man, because he's a little shorter than me, so he'll be the PG, so he can break dudes down. I just got to stand out there and catch and shoot.
He's gonna dime you up, really.
Yeah. That was kind of selfish answer of me, but
sometimes you got to be a little bit selfish.
I've seen some highlights on Instagram and stuff. He can hoop.
It does look like that he can hoop, but besides that, there is one moment during the basketball season I want to talk about. Yeah. I think you know where I'm going with this. I know you don't really like to talk about it that much, kind of be subtle about it, which is good. Take me through that LSU game, bro.
Yeah, man. That was
plus 20.5.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
the whole day was kind of like it felt like we could get it done because we played Tulane at Monday and we lost to Tulane by I think maybe 6 or 8 and we competed, man. But then so that Friday we're going in LSU with like great confidence. I think we had probably like 15 turnovers against Tulane. So we kind of beat ourselves. So we were like, going into the LSU win, if we execute the scout and we take care of the ball, I think we can win. But man, I wish, man, I'm glad we won.
Yeah.
But we were up like what, 24 at half?
Yeah, y'all were up a shit ton at half, and then y'all didn't score a point for like
man,
maybe 5, 10.
Probably, we were struggling. We probably might have scored 2 or 4 points.
And you were kind of cold the second half.
Games.
I don't want to say anything.
First 4 minutes,
But take me through like that shot, because like I just feel like watching that.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
so poetic. So going into it, I wasn't even supposed to shoot the shot. Mm-hmm. Jamal was supposed to. The play was drawn up for Jamal to shoot the shot because he was trying to. We was down what?
1.
We were down 1. Yeah, we were down 1, and we were going on defense, so we had to get a stop. We were going to run a play where I go screen Jamal, and he tried to get to the rim. Either make a layup or get fouled, try to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
All else fails to get to the free throw line. He makes 1 out of 2. We're going to overtime. But it kind of like they doubled him. I ghosted out. They doubled. He kind of lost it. So I was like, man, I'm the closest dude to him. I came behind him. I was yelling his name. He flipped it to me, and I shot it. And when I let it go, I was like, man, that looked kind of good. Because, man, I had missed like 4 threes.
Yeah,
like
you were
in the
off.
second half, I got cold. I started off hot, got cold in the second half. But I looked at it, I said, God, that looked kind of good, man. Then it fell. I was like, man, all I could do was just jump up and down.
Yeah.
Because it was still time on the clock. Like, 0.7 seconds
mm-hmm.
or something like that.
And, I mean, that's just an amazing win. I mean, that's the LSU team who beat Kentucky in that arena.
Yeah.
So.
And it was good, man. You know, we had the opportunity to play LSU here after Hurricane Ida.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, like 2 years ago. And they got us here. We played them at home. They beat us here. And then to knock off the head of the snake of the state is always good, man.
Yeah.
So, baseball, they did it the year before. Then we're doing it, man. Hopefully football can get it done next year, man. That's going to be tough, but they play them. I'm going to be out there. They play them, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. LSU football is just different.
I'm just not going to comment. Okay. I'm not going to comment on that one. It's whatever.
Yeah. I'll be out there support, man. I'm having my Nicholls.
I'm going to be there for sure. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to be wearing. I ain't trying to get no beat up after tackling.
Nah, you're a Nicholls grad, dog. You got to wear some Nicholls gear, man.
We'll see.
We tailgating?
I'll tailgate wherever.
I'm trying to get a tent.
You trying to hit Fred's?
I'm trying to hit a tent, man. Go out there early.
This is a real big, one thing I'd say about you, you always outside everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man, I try to,
you out and about.
I try
You're really like a people person.
Yeah, I try to be my best as doing, obviously basketball took a lot of time, like throughout college. So I try, when I do get a chance to do something, go out and be around people, whether it's tailgates, football games, softball games, baseball games, anything, any event, event like you had to run with your frat. So anytime I try to come out and enjoy the college experience, I tried to do it. So
shout out this man for always coming out to the events. Man. I'd always give you a t-shirt.
Yeah, man. I'm a sucker for free t-shirts
or hats.
Man, hats or t-shirts, man. If you want me to get there, I'm there for a hat or a t-shirt.
Honestly, whoever's watching, if y'all could send us some hats, man. This dude obsessed with them. Man. The Canes hat.
Oh man, that was a crazy story. That was a great night. It was Canes. It was late. We had a great night.
Shout out C4. Shout
out C4. Who's with a C4U
and Q?
I
think that was about it.
That might have been it. Yeah, man. So we go out there and we walk into Canes. It's probably like 1:30 in the morning. And I see this Canes hat in the little display case. I said, hey, look. I asked the cashier here, how much is that hat? And the dude just looks at me like I was talking in Chinese or something. He didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, man, I bought the hat. I think it was like $10.99. It was worth it.
Yeah.
I still wear it today. So I probably got like 45 hats.
Yeah.
So if you got a clothing brand and you got hats, send them my way. I'll shout you out, whatever it is.
Hit us in the DMs. We'll take whatever.
I just love hats, man.
Next question I'll ask you, just kind of off of being a former athlete and being that Nicholls isn't such a big school, so like they don't have the big funds like at LSU or something, you know. What is it like as far as money wise, like with the NIL and stuff like that? Do y'all really get a feel for that or not really? Like, do they hook y'all up? You could answer, however, you don't have to give any specific
we don't really
amount.
like the actual money part of the NIL stuff. We don't get it here, which they're working on it. Obviously, it's a new thing.
Yeah,
and but we've ate free at restaurants out here. Like if people know us at the restaurants and it's like family owned or local owned, they'll look out for us and give us free food or whatever it is. So in that sense, I guess that's kind of an NIL type deal. So not really just like straight, hey, let me cut you a check type deal. So no.
What are kind of like the stressors of being on the basketball team? I see Coin as my roommate. Y'all are constantly on the road and stuff. What kind of toll does that bring up?
I really, it's a lot to deal with at times because you have to balance, your social life. Then you got school on top of, you got practice 3-4 hours a day. Then you got games during the season
and film,
all these things, man. And you traveling, and you can get overwhelmed at times if you let it get to you, because at the end of the day, like if you look at it and think about it, the whole school is kind of just watching you and depending on you to
and especially like like most people know you on school campus,
Yeah, man. Especially like if you're a guy that, I was always a role player.
Yeah.
But like if you're a guy like a starter that's leading the team in scoring and you the starter the team, it's probably a lot more pressure on them, because you're basically, if you have a good game, the team probably has a good game. If you have a bad game, the team, you might struggle. But I never really dealt with none of the pressures like that.
Not bad. So what was your best college moment, you'd probably say, like as far like basketball wise?
That's a lot, man. I'm gonna have to list them out. I don't have just one. Obviously, beating LSU this year was fun and is on the top of my list. I'll talk about that one for the rest of my life.
Tell that one to the grandkids.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to pull up the film for my grandkids, man. Your grandpa used to be okay.
You used to make that dog sneeze.
Yeah, make that dog sneeze, man. Winning the championship here my sophomore year.
That was a great night too.
That was a great day, man. That might be the best performance of a person I've ever seen, man. Ty Gordon had what? I think
Ty Gordon was in his bag.
He had 38 here for all the marbles against UNO for the championship. Probably the greatest performance I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some good ones. C4, 30 balls, multiple.
Yeah.
Micah Thomas, Jason Preston, Marcus, all these dudes, man, that have had great games that I've been a part of. But that one was insane. Beating Virginia my freshman year, then winning the chip that year too was on the top of that list. That might be it. Like that's just on the top of the list that I can name, the top 3 or 4.
For sure. We gotta ask you this one too. Who would you say funniest guy on the team?
Man. This year, or I'm gonna name a top 4 or 5. I'm gonna just
give me 4.
I'm gonna throw some names out there. Obviously, this year, Omar Caresi, Uno is a clown. He was hilarious. Tyrese Terrell was hilarious.
Shout out Tyrese.
RJ Maxwell's a sleeper. He's hilarious.
Quiet.
Shout out Lil Jeezy. Caleb Hoffman is probably might be the funniest guy I've ever been around in my life.
Just the phrases C4 says.
Bro, it's hilarious, man. Obviously, I lived with him, so yeah, I got to be laughing. There's some days I'll be laughing in there. I'm on the floor, my stomach's hurting. Just the things
I miss that dude, bro.
The things that he said in there. The biggest sleeper that nobody's gonna guess is Taylor Blanchard. Obviously, that's my dude, man. I'm around
Shout
him.
out TB.
I'm around him the most, so he's hilarious, man. It might be a subtle.
Mm-hmm.
He might hit you with some below the belt hilarious type deal,
something
man.
you did not expect.
It's not gonna be. He's not gonna be the guy that be like yell it out in front of the whole group. Mm-hmm. But like if you stand next to him in practice, he might say something to you, and you're gonna be in there crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Who else, man?
I think those are some good ones.
That's probably the list right there.
Yeah. So now, kind of like fast forwarding out of basketball, now kind of stepping into a new stage of life. How does that feel, man? Because like I feel like all the athletes out there who play college, just like regardless if it's basketball, going into more of like the real world now, you're not playing the sport because if we're being real, not everyone's going to go and play professionally.
Yeah,
so what's that kind of like, transitioning into a new stage? Because, some people are just taught that sport, you're constantly been doing it.
Yeah, a lot of people probably struggle with it because like we've been doing this since 4 or 5 years old.
You said,
haven't done nothing else. So, but I'm excited, man. Obviously going into the next chapter, graduating, going to the next chapter of work. I'm excited. It's something I haven't done before, so I'm excited to see what comes next.
I like that. What do you think? What kind of hobbies you're gonna catch on to? Little golf,
I'm a big golf guy, man. I'm okay. I'm not great at it, but
not at mini golf.
I don't. I won. What are you talking about? Me and Q won.
Q carried you, but it's whatever.
We can go ahead, man.
Sweep that
all I know is
I
won, and I took some people's money that day. But yeah, man, golf is going to be a big thing, man. I've picked up golf probably my freshman year because my teammate Ben Roderick was a big golfer. So I hadn't touched a golf club till then, but I don't play enough to be good at it right now. I'm okay. I can probably beat the average guy right now.
You think you could beat Riley?
No, Riley golfs too much, man. I don't think I can get him right now. Give me 6 months, I might get him.
We'll see in the backyard after.
Yeah, we might have to lock
We have a little backyard golf set up. Sorry to my neighbors for all the golf balls.
Yeah, but golf is definitely going to be one of them. I enjoy watching. I'm going to enjoy getting more time to play it now. What else?
One thing I do want to ask you about. So this year you had the gracious opportunity to come on spring break with us.
Yeah.
And like I feel like with the athletes, like you really don't get that much vacation time, or like you might not really be going to the beach. This was kind of like your first spring break, right?
Yeah, this was my first one that I've been on. Like, I think my freshman year, COVID, we didn't have it. Sophomore year here, I think we only had like a half a week, so nobody really did much. Last year, I think I just went home. So I was like, man, senior year, man, this is the last time all the boys gonna be together in one place at one time. So I was like, man, I gotta go, man. It was a great experience, man.
I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What was your favorite part on the trip?
Probably the one that sticks the most to me.
What sticks out to you
was when we were upstairs at Floribama, and we was up there, and we came up with Connor Cooks. Connor Cooks was playing pool in there against Q and Riley, and I think John Pugh and all those boys, man. And Connor Cooks, man, he's gonna ride with that one forever.
Yeah.
Man.
I think you made him so happy that trip, man. Coming over that nickname.
Yeah, because he was stressed out the whole trip, man. He had his schoolwork. He tried to get some data or something from Baton Rouge, and he had to like leave early.
Yeah.
So man, Connor Cooks, man, my dog.
And he missed that last night. That last night went hard.
Yeah, man, he had to leave early, man.
Hate to see it.
We can't mention what happened earlier that day, but that was definitely a fun day for me.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to come to and kind of get that experience.
Yeah, man, I'm glad y'all had me come, man.
What would you say are kind of like the experiences that you're looking forward to now? Just like having that free time, or
yeah, man, I was having a free time, getting to spend more time with my friends, obviously, and then now, like obviously, I said earlier, my dad's from Baton Rouge. Like I can go if I work Monday through Friday, I can go home and see my grandmother and aunts and uncles in Baton Rouge on the weekends and come back. Obviously, haven't had the time to do it because we have practice damn near
every day,
6-7 days a week throughout 7 months of the year. I was getting to work. Haven't had a job in my life, so that'll be fun. Like, I'm gonna be excited to go.
I don't know what the word is, but it's gonna be interesting to see you with a job.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see me in khakis and button up in a tie every day, and dress shoes.
Jake from State Farm.
It's definitely gonna be an adjustment for me to sit at the desk all day and work at a computer. That's gonna be tough for me. But yeah, man. Other than that, golfing, obviously, being able to do what I want. Having my own money and be able to spend it how I want to, and doing that thing would be fun for me.
I'm interested to see. We might have to make a little casino trip. Once you make some money.
I'm not a big gambler, man, but I'll go out there. I'll do something on blackjack. I don't know how to play roulette, so you're gonna have to teach me. So
it's not that hard.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for entering this next chapter of your life. It's kind of big. But let's backtrack to the childhood, man. This is something I wanted to ask you. We kind of talked about it off camera before we started. Just a random segment for you. Give me those childhood crushes, bro. Hit them up for me. You can give me 4. 4 is kind of like my magic number.
The Mount Rushmore. You gotta have Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore of celebrity crushes.
I'm gonna say this. Like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in the camera. I'm gonna look at it. No woman in the history of movies has looked better than Megan Fox in the Transformers. That's number 1, hands down. My number 1 all time.
I wasn't really a big Transformers guy as a kid.
Well, she made me a Transformers fan.
Ever since she opened up that trunk, or
no, I think she said pop the hood. Yeah, she had me from there.
She's kind of weird now, though. She kind of be on some weird vibes. But
yeah, she's definitely weird now. I don't know what's going on. People get money and get weird, man. I don't know. It's something about Hollywood, man. I just want to be. I want to be like rich enough to where I'm cool and I can relax and be financially stable. I just don't want to be famous. I don't want. It's always weird.
Yeah, I feel like there's a fine line, you're on average, and then you kind of got money. You can go do whatever you want. And then next thing you know, I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like you doing some sus shit.
Yeah, man. Dudes wearing
drinking blood.
Man. Like,
get out of here. Dudes wearing weak shit.
Dudes wearing dresses and skirts, man.
MGK's a weird guy.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out Cleveland, man.
But man, give me the last 3.
So Megan Fox is 1. Jessica Alba is probably 2.
That's a good one.
Well, 3 and 4 is tough, man. Help me out here. Who's on your list?
All right, first of all, this has got to be a number 1 just because, she just had me from the first time I ever saw this movie. High School Musical, Gabriella. Vanessa Hudgens.
That's a good one.
Her. Another one. I know I'm kind of like on a Disney Channel trend right now, but Selena Gomez.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go Ariana Grande. It's 3.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think about 4. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to think about off the top of my head.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Y'all drop some celebrity crushes in the comments because I'm curious. Help us out here on this number 4.
I want to go. I want to go throw Megan Good in there. Megan Good's a good one.
Interesting one to put in there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah, I know. Man, you got any current ones?
Current ones? I really don't like. I'm not on the TV like that much.
Yeah, I'm not a good. I don't watch movies like that. I'm a big YouTube guy.
YouTube has kind of taken over. It's kind of weird because when I moved in the house, I was always talking to my parents. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need some cable or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've turned on the TV besides to watch NBA games or something. Yeah. YouTube, all of that has completely taken over. But them questions.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about me too, man.
Yeah, everyone's got a lot of
what I do to annoy people too, man. So,
Dax said that he'd beat you up with your clone. And
yeah, I'm not, man.
That was out of
That was crazy.
I ain't gonna say
man.
out of pocket, but like
I'm like Dax.
When
man,
he said that, I was kind of like, wow.
I'm like that was crazy, man. Like, obviously, Dax like I'm a good on a good day. I'm good 185. I get Dax. You probably 215. You've been to the military, all this stuff, man. I get it.
Yeah.
You know the technique. You know the pressure points. I get it. But saying you're gonna clone me and beat me up twice, I don't know
that's
about that one.
Crazy statement.
And I heard, man, I ain't going. Dax said he was pretty good at football, man. I'm gonna just say this.
Dax told me he looked like a Make-A-Wish kid in high school, so I'm kind of confused.
I don't know. He said he was good, man. He said he probably could still play. All I'm gonna say is this: if me and Dax meet in the A gap, I'm dropping my left shoulder and I'm running him over. Oklahoma drill.
I was about to say Oklahoma drill.
Drill.
If y'all Oklahoma drill 5 times, what's happening those 5 times? On offense?
So I got the ball.
Yeah.
I'm running him over
5 times.
I wouldn't say 5 times, man. I would say I'm gonna run him over twice. We're gonna meet in the middle once, and then we're gonna meet in the middle the last 2 times.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be a struggle, but I'm gonna still stand on my feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. He gonna tackle me once. I'll take it back.
If you were to go on defense, what's happening?
I'm not much of a defender, man. I've never been a defender.
I don't want to call you out.
I don't
want to call you out, but I will on this because you mentioned it on spring break. You said you used to do a little bit of football back in the day, but you quit after what happened?
Look, man, we're not gonna bring that up, man. We had great dudes on our team.
Yeah, NFL players, bro. No,
we had D1 college athletes on our team, man. We had Isaiah Bibb ended up going, Malcolm Davis, Kurt Collins, Christian Lee. All these dudes was in the same age as me in middle school.
Yeah.
So obviously, man, like it wasn't.
They whooping your ass.
Well, I never made it after the first date, man. I was like,
like
I was just waiting on basketball season. They was like, coach was like, man, you want to play?
I was probably saw how. Well, you weren't even tall at the time.
At that time, like that was like 7th, 8th grade. I was kind of growing a little bit. So he's like, man, you can play wide receiver. Me, I was like, man, I want to play quarterback. But I was like, man, I really. I was like, man, I can't. He's like, man, we can't do that. We got our quarterback. But then 7th grade, like they're throwing the ball 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, what? It's so all like, handoffs, really.
If we got 4 or 5 receivers, I might get targeted one play
a game.
And if it's a bad pass, if I don't catch it, like I'm just out here running track and getting conditioning in.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I got hit and see, we had the athletic period like during school. I don't know how y'all do that down here.
Mm-hmm.
But like instead of going to PE during the day, you would have like your football or basketball athletic period. Then you would have practice after school. So man, I never made out the athletic period. Like I got hit in practice in Oklahoma drill. Like, nah, I ain't.
Said fuck this.
Yeah, I said, man, nah, I ain't doing that no more.
I don't blame you.
I said I'll stay in the gym. And it's Texas. It's 107 degrees outside.
That Texas football, they don't play around either. Nah. Was it kind of like that for your school? Like, was that their thing?
Yeah. So the first high school I went to, Clear Springs, they were like they sent dudes to college every year. Like we had dudes that went to Oklahoma, Texas A&M, UT.
It seems like they just.
So we were winning district every year, going to the playoffs. We couldn't beat Katy. Like Katy was the best school in Houston at the time, and but we had a great football team. My first high school, second high school I went to after
they were kind of cheap.
My junior and senior year, man, yeah, they didn't win a game when I was there. It was rough.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like that's hard. I don't know. Just the way people depict Texas high school football.
But yeah, and like we were in a district we shouldn't have been in. Like we were in a district with like a Atascocita.
Y'all go up to like 6A, huh?
Yeah, we were in 6A. So like we're playing against dudes who we're playing against teams that are sending dudes to Alabama and then and stuff like that. Like we had no business playing those dudes, so we used to get blown out.
Yeah, that's a tough scene. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
But it's whatever.
I wish I would have played though. I wish I would have played at least 1 year.
Yeah, just so we could see the highlights.
Yeah, man. And another thing, man, I know you got a football player in the house, QM. I know if I met him on a slant, I'm stiff on him in Q. I'm stiff on him.
Man, I wish if he was watching this right
man.
here.
And look, I'm gonna say this. I got one more.
I can go get him right now if you want to go say it to him.
We've had this argument in the locker room plenty of times.
I can give him a little text right now.
Yeah, go ahead, text him, man. But I'm gonna say this. Shout out Coach Rebo. I got one more year of eligibility. If you need me, Pat McQuaid's my dog, man. If you need me in the tight end room, Nathan Hebb, man, look, I can be in the tight end room. 5 and outs. I'm not blocking, and I'm not running across the middle.
Hey,
get me out there.
Jay White got something to tell you on camera. What? Like you gonna come out your own?
Oh, man.
Let's see if you say it. To his face.
I'm about to say it, man. I'm about to stand on it.
You should,
because he's gonna see it anyway. There's nothing where I ain't said to him.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
Nah,
it's nothing crazy. I just feel like maybe you should say it to his face.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him, man.
Hey Q.
All I'm gonna say is, look,
he's saying this live on the show.
Live on the Enjoy Life podcast. If I run a slant and I meet you in the middle, I'm stiff arming you. No. I'm stiff arming you. You're too low. You're too small. I'm talking about this on camera. Too short. Safety. No, man, no. I'm not at your knees. You're too tall. And if I played on defense, I can't. I'm not playing corner. Right through you. No. I'm playing free safety. You know who my player comp is? Ryan Clark. I'm coming, and I'm putting my nose at you. I'm putting my nose on your chin. Like I'm coming head first. I'm crashing out, sacrificing my body to crack and knock the ball out your hands.
Interesting take.
Yeah, man.
Another thing I want to talk about you. I mean, those who really know you, you're a man of many sayings.
Yeah. I got a few, man.
Your favorite? Give me your Mount Rushmore favorite sayings.
Oh,
do you have 4?
I got. Man, it's not even things I've made up. That's something I've just picked up.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
my favorite one.
I feel like it's got to be the make that dog sneeze.
Make that dog sneeze is like when you make a shot in the net, the sound the net makes. I got this one from Ty Gordon. Is the fish ready? Like he used to be killing you in the game or in practice, and he's basically saying, I'm frying you. So he'd be like, you just yell, is the fish ready? That's a good one. This one is once I'm in there, ain't no fighting back. Prison rules. I got that one from a football team. Got that one from Heb.
Damn. Shout out to football
team. Let me look at my
notes. You can pull out your phone, man. You're fine.
I have a whole thing in notes in here. It's called Jay White Elations, verse 2:21, and I got a whole bunch of.
If you just had to read us one from your notes.
Oh man, let me find a good one.
While he's finding that, one person I want to shout out on Instagram, the mask.
God, man. So a lot of these are Lil Wayne's on there, but yeah, every Friday, I didn't have class on Fridays, and Casey was an intern in the library, helping out the student athletes or whatever, and every Friday morning I would come in there and we just try to find the quote of the week or the quote of the day from the mask. Everything he said was hilarious.
The 24-hour Walmart.
Oh, here's a good one. I'm good in every hood like grandma's cookies. That's a good one. No, this is my favorite one, and I got it from you.
I feel like I know where you're going with this.
Treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. That's the best one that I feel
like that's just here. Law right there. What about I remember telling you this one, how does it go? I'm a cup holder. The way these dimes be sticking on me.
Yeah, man.
Should be in the fountain based on what they wishing on me.
Yeah, that was a late night thought.
Facts.
Yeah, I remember you sent that. You might put that on my story. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
We've had some good little outings downtown.
Yeah,
just like
downtown Tib don't owe me nothing, man. I had a great time.
This man says he's collecting rent downtown.
Yeah, man. Every time we would go out, man, Casey would text me, "Hey, man, are we collecting rent tonight? Are we going out?" Yeah, that was some good times, man.
So, as we're kind of going down into the closing segments and stuff, tell me, what would be your advice to all the people who are in college sports right now? You know, if you had some advice, now that you're kind of getting out of that phase, what would be like your main thing, your main tidbit?
Probably the man, enjoy it while it lasts, man. It don't last forever. We shout out my guy Fox. He used to say it's the beauty of it, man. Like I would come in there, and some days, like obviously nobody wants to practice every day. Not everybody. We used to come back for film at night after we just practiced. But man, Fox used to come in and say it's the beauty of it. So I'm like, man, yeah, because one day like it's gonna be over, and then one day you might miss it and be like, man, like I don't think I'll miss the actual basketball part.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss the jokes and the just chilling around the locker room on the bus rides, the hotels, stuff like that.
I think that's like a thing that a lot of people who don't play sports kind of take for granted. And I've kind of seen it through QM, like just seeing certain players leave, man, like that really does something to you because, you were really with that person like every day. So,
yeah, especially like, man, there's some dudes leave, man. It's like, I don't want to sound weird about it, but like it's a piece of you leaves with them.
Yeah.
Like you miss these dudes, man, and then like
type shit.
Man, some of these dudes got kids. Some of these dudes like they got real life jobs and real life issues now, so you don't really talk to them as much. So when you do, like Pearson Reese just came down here last week, and I hadn't seen him in a year.
It was good to see him.
It's always good to see them dudes, man. Obviously, like we won a chip together.
We waiting for C4 to get back into the boot, though.
Oh man, we need C4 now. Yeah, man, we need to run.
That's the one person we're missing.
We need to run back to Death Row days, man. We need to get the Death Row Nicholls crew back together.
Yeah,
that was a crew, man. Oh man,
I miss that dude, bro.
Yeah, I missed it.
We'll see you soon, though, C4. We will. So, last segment. I don't want to hold you too long, Jay. Let me know right here. Why do you enjoy life, brother?
Man, because the people I'm around, people like you, people like the dudes I've been around the last couple of years, and really, man, it's like one day you're here, one day you could be gone. So I try to enjoy every day, and you never know, it might be somebody else that they might be gone, and it's like you got to enjoy every moment you got with people. So that's probably the biggest thing I would say.
That's a good answer. I appreciate that. And once again, man, I appreciate you coming through. This really means a lot to me, man.
Yeah, man. I had fun, dog. I had fun.
Yeah, I think you did great, bro. I can't wait to watch this one. It's going to look good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't, go check out episodes 1 through 3. Go hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Wait up for episode 6. Y'all are going to love it. Are we on episode? No, this is episode. It's going to be episode 5. 5. Sorry about that. But anyways, y'all have a great night, morning, whatever it is. We love you, baby. Gang, gang. We out. You got anything to say before we go?
Man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. It's all love, Dax, man. I know I called you out a few times on here, man. It's all love.
Love y'all, guys. Y'all have a good night.